Okay, so this is the verse that I would love for you to remember. Okay, so uh, how old are you? It's crazy to ask you how old are you, but I just know that you are just a older version of me. So I hope you are growing up. So yeah, there's this little verse that I would love for you to remember always. So it's the parable of the weeds. So in this parable, I'm not going to talk about the whole parable because what I want to talk about is not what exactly the parable actually means, but it's something that spoke to me. Yeah, like so. In this parable, there was a there was a man who sowed seeds in the field. One night, when everyone was asleep, an enemy came and sowed among the wheat and went away. Sowed weeds among the wheat and went away. When they grew up together. And the servant of the man came to him and said, "Say, wasn't it good seed that you sow? Where did the weed come from?" This is why I want to stop. So in this, I want us to understand from what this is not what this verse actually mean as a general meaning, but this is what it meant to me today. Today, because I might read it again next time, it might not mean the same thing, but today this is what it meant to me. So I want you, even you, I don't know how old you are, but I want you to know that you always have to remember this. So this man that sowed seeds is God, and the food that he sowed this seed is my heart, and that heart, the good seed that he sowed are his promises, are his words. It's like he told me that you're beautiful. He told me that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. He told me that you'll never forsake me. He told me that all of those things. So those promises, they grow as trees in my heart and produce fruits in my mind that produce thoughts, that produce fruits that can look like that. It can produce a tree that grows into thoughts. Yeah, it's me everywhere that I am. I'm thinking that I'm loved by God. I'm worthy because the creator of the universe created me and he said I'm good. Not only did he say I'm good, looking at what people might feel as the good version of me, but even in the things that I just might not love about myself, he said it was good. Yeah, he said to that hair it was good. He said to that whatever, you know, where the areas where we feel like, yeah, but he said it was good. So that is the seed that he created. It said, I'm faithful and wonderfully made. So under normal circumstances, that tree that says I'm faithful and wonderfully made is supposed to grow and build up as worth in me. So it builds up and I grow up with this, I'm worthy. Not in a way of being prideful, but in a way of just knowing that the creator of the universe, the one who he did a great job. And that's even the way that I show up with people, the way that I act is from a point of view of knowing I'm worthy, or from a point of view of knowing that I'm never forsaken. Yes, situation will be looking like this, but yes, this is the seed that the good man created, put in the field, and the field being my heart. I don't know when I was sleeping. It says the owner, but it also says other book says when the workers were sleeping. These workers could mean our parents. These workers could also mean us, because the heart is in me. The heart is in me. So while I was not paying attention, while I was not spiritually aware, while I was not exactly paying attention to my environment, I let the word that someone told me that you are ugly. I let that seed fall into this food of my heart. When someone told me that, look at your situation, what is it going to be about? What is it going to be? I let that seed fall into me, and a tree, it grew into lack of trust for God. So different things. The point is that I was not aware. Because if I was not aware, I would have said, no, I'm not going to let this into my heart. Because I know what God says about me. I know that God would never forsake me. I know that God would never fail me. Yes, the situation is telling me otherwise, but I don't listen to the situation. I listen to the one who's the author, who's the narrator of my life. In his narration is Jacinda, oh my God, you are good. You are wonderful. I created you fearfully and wonderfully made. So yeah, no matter what someone was supposed to say, if I was awake spiritually, if I was awake, I was supposed to reject everything else. But because I was sleeping, I let whatever that enter my heart, and what God put in my heart, and the weed grew. And now I'm asking myself, didn't God plant good seeds in me? Where is this unbelief coming from? Where is this lack mentality coming from? Because God says that I'll provide for you. Yeah, He said it. He said, "For ask for anything in my name shall be given to you." He said that unlike the pagans, that's why what am I going to wear? What am I going to eat? It shouldn't be like that. It's like He's saying, "My girl, I provide for you." So yeah, where I'm asking myself, where did this weed come from? God planted weeds. That was weeds that looked like me believing that I will never lack because my God is the one provide for me, and He is the one of every gold and silver in this world. So how could I lack when my Father is the one of every gold and silver in this world? How could I be ugly when God says I'm wonderful, when and fearfully were made? How could I be forsaken when God says He will never forsake me? So I'm asking myself, where did the word come from? The word came from the people that you allow to talk, to narrate things in your life. So this is a question that I'm asking you also. Where did that mentality that you are ugly came from? Where did that mentality that tells you that you are worth only when you have a boyfriend that doesn't even treat you right? Where did that mentality that your worth is found in a job? Where did that mentality that whatever that you're putting value into above God, where did that mentality come from? That is a word. That is a word. So I have to be careful. I have to be careful that I don't allow weeds into my heart. Let me guard my heart with all diligence because the issues of life flow from it. It springs forth from my heart. So I cannot allow the seeds that people are putting into my heart produce fruit. I'm going to reject it and be like, no, I'm not going to allow this seeds into my heart. When someone tells me that I'm not going to be anything good, according to whom? My God says, I ordained you something. Before I found you in your mother's womb, I knew you. And I had a plan for you. He says, for I know the plans for you. So who are you to tell me that I'm not going to be anything good in my future? Who are you to tell me that I'm ugly? Who are you to tell me that I'm not worthy? Who are you to tell me that I'm forsaken? Why are you to tell me that God doesn't love me? Why are you to tell? You know, when the devil is trying to tell you all of those things, this is what you need to reply back to him so that he doesn't grow those weeds in your heart. Why are you to tell me that I'm going to fail when God told me that He's going to go before me and lift up the mountains? Why are you to tell me that it's because I'm making that life decision? I'm going to be poor for the rest of my life. Yeah, like God is planting good seeds in our hearts continuously. Yes, He did already by the promises that He has put and every word that He's spoken of our life, but He's still planting good seeds in us. So let's not let the devil and others, enemies. I'm not saying the person that says something bad to you is an enemy, but in this story, she's kind of an enemy because she's trying to plant weeds in your heart. And me and you are rejecting that. We're saying no. Yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to tell you.